Hello, welcome into another CR stream. Apologies for yesterday again. I was told, what we were told was we were getting someone in to check our windows, just a measure for our windows, make, all that fun, boring stuff. That person never showed up. At least never came into our apartment, so delayed the stream thinking that I don't want to be in here on headset when people need to come in case they need to move stuff around. Make sure they're not trying to, bust down the door to get into the bedroom because, when Joe's working is insurance, she can't have, people can't be in the room. Like, it needs to be a secure room. I don't know how that works with cubicles, but, yeah, so I put it off for that because I didn't know if when they'd show up, and they never showed up. So it was kind of wasted yesterday a little bit. Did spend this morning. I rewatched the Retro Ahoy video on adventure gaming, but it's through the lens of Secret Monkey Island, so it's very Lucas focused, but it's an Ahoy video. Ahoy videos are really good, so it just I want to do Monkey Island at some point. I'm debating on when I want to do it because if y'all know about G1 Game Days, one of our incentives for 2020 was host play like top games. Not just we play a favorite game, we play a game that was on like a top 10 list, essentially. Not top 10, like a top 100 of all time list. We haven't narrowed down what the list is, so we haven't. So we're not at 100% of what that what the list is gonna be, what the games are. But if we get one that has Secret of Monkey Island on it, I want to play it there. And even if like it just has like Curse, I'll play Secret here, I'll play Curse over there, and maybe play Curse again over here, so I have it. But yeah, but I do want to play the Monkey Islands at some point. I don't know about all of them, but at least some of the Monkey Islands I'd love to play. Also, we have more of these string lights are going out. So we've got to redo all the ones in the living room at this point because like 2 out of 3 sets are completely or half burned out. They're not completely burned out, but halfway. And yeah, also I can't remember when she did her stream. I think it was Monday. So I probably already said it, but Joe made affiliate on Monday, like late Monday evening after her like Sims and Chill stream. I apologize, my nose has started running. I was very sneezy this morning. Apologies. I'm gonna blow my nose. If I did, I would mute the mic, but at least just make it so it doesn't feel like it's gonna run down my face. Yeah, so Joe made affiliate, so we've been looking at a new setup for her. She kind of wants to refresh her colors, refresh her layout. So hers is not going to look like this, but in different colors anymore. I went through and just adjusted a couple things because for some reason, it didn't come with a chat box setup, like a custom chat box widget for the for the um for the layout. So we didn't have. So I basically I went through. If let me pull this up real quick. You see how this is going to pop up? It zooms in. It has a color-coded bar on the bottom. It's going to basically be that on her chat box instead of just the normal one, but just when she's in this kind of like just chatting screen. But it's color-coded to her new setup. The font is the one that matches her new setup. You know, took me a few minutes to figure out how to do it, but and by figure out how to do it, I mean I copied mine from this and pasted it into hers over on Streamlabs. So hopefully when she signs in, it's going to look cool. And I did set something up for probably tomorrow. I'll probably go live same time as usual. 11 o'clock. We're going to do some sorry, something just tastes a little funky in my apple cider. I don't know what it is. There's something funky in the cider, or if maybe the water needed a rinse. I don't know. Something tastes off. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. No, there's definitely a weird taste to that. We're just gonna not. Just gonna not. If I need to get up at some point, I'll go dump that out. Regular water. Yeah, 11 o'clock we'll do King's Quest. We'll do Space Quest 3, and I have prepared something after because there's another. For those who might not know, Leisure Larry 3 essentially ends the same way, so we're gonna just do the ending of Leisure Larry 3 because it's. You have so much sex in that game, I don't want to do it as a stream. If that makes sense. So, we'll just do the ending. So you can see, like, look, these games came out at basically the same time. And they end exactly the same. I mean, I'm sure it's that way on purpose. I doubt... Space Quest 3... 1989. Leisure Larry 3 was... 1989. I'm sure that they coordinated on that. Like I severely doubt that it was just an accident. Yeah, March and then April. They came out a month apart. I'm sure that was on purpose. But they basically end exactly the same, so... So after Space Quest 2, maybe we'll jump into more Fall Guys. We were having fun with that last time. Although unfortunately, from what I could tell, they took out they've replaced the soccer mode with just hard mode. Just here's the hardest variants of all our maps. So it's like, I'll try it, but it's not going to be nearly as fun as Fall Ball Cup. That was so much fun. Full disclosure. If Fall Ball Cup was still going on Sunday, I genuinely debated asking Woody if I could just do a surprise game day. Because it was so much fun that I would have loved to continue that. I would have loved to have gotten more people in for the complete absurdity of 24 on 24 two-ball soccer. It's ridiculous. I would be like, obviously, they wouldn't want to divide people and the entire team in half in the first round, but I'd be okay seeing that as a first round with like super low percentage from now on. I would be so okay with this. All right, let's pause the music. Let's see, because I think we're between songs anyway. Let's get started. Yeah, oh, we're at the end of the song. Okay. Let us begin. Like I said, this will be Space Quest 2. It is the only other fully AGI one, so the graphics do get better if you were not here for my birthday. The graphics do get better after this one, but this is the last, like, super low, as far as, like, pixel count and stuff, this is, like, probably the lowest of the group. Also, at least this opening sound, there's no way to improve this. I tried. This is Chapter 2, Vohaul's Revenge. We're getting credits at the beginning. And Mark Crow and Scott Murphy would eventually go on to be, go on to call themselves the two guys from Andromeda. I don't think they were here. As you recall in our last chapter, you had just foiled the Sarian's fiendish plot to rule the galaxy by using the Star Generator as their weapon of destruction. You became a hero by saving countless lives and returning the Star Generator technology into safe hands. Life was beautiful. Oh, it's still 16-color EGA, but it's a huge upgrade. Like, SEI engine, or early SEI engine, is like my favorite era of these games. Like when it was still a text parser, it's still 16-color, but just something about it I just love. Okay, I'm assuming it's not going to loop because it's just not doing anything. Oh, okay, no, I actually have to advance it. Interesting. But heroes come and go, and people soon forget. Your celebrated heroism slowly fades, leaving you once again a janitor. The promotion to head janitor was no consolation, especially since you are the only member of the janitorial staff, nor was a transfer to Orbital Station 4. Sweating like a pork beast in a pressure suit while relocating space debris in zero gravity just wasn't your idea of a good time. Life sucks. Again. And here we go. Game just kind of starts. Alright, so we're just outside Xenon. I'm doing ad-lib emulation for this one. Orbital Station 4 is one of many orbiting Xenon, your home planet. It is a transfer point for travelers seeking transportation to the various planets in the Urnon system. Partial early VJ with the point and click. Because you don't, yeah. Well, it for me, the only of the click, like the point and click adventures that I had as a kid. Hey, Spooky. Also, hey, Paul, if I didn't actually say hi. But of the point and clicks, I only had King's Quest 6 and Leisure Larry 5, which I could, like, even with the universal hint system, I feel like it took me way too long to figure out how to get out of that first screen in Leisure Larry 5. So it took me a while to come around on that one. So I just felt like I could do more with the text parser ones. And then as it faded, like like King's Quest 7 had, like, I felt like had next to no flavor text. There was no times where you could just click around the screen and see what you're looking at. You you see it. We don't have to describe it to you. You can only click on the things you can interact with. It's just like, I hate it. you got to the faux shop where you could actually look around at stuff, and it was like, this is amazing. This is flavor text. As we begin this chapter of our story, we find you, Roger Wilco, ace janitor, doing what you do best. A beep emanates from your wristwatch. You release your grip on the broom. Oh, well, apparently we released it and gave it some force. The broom floats away, never to be used again. That makes your third one this week. Wait till your boss finds out. King's Quest 5 and Cluster for War remake? Nice. I could watch. Your horoscope for today. Keep up the good work. Today could bring that big promotion you think you deserve. Don't take any wooden buckazoids. How about tea? Time is 11:26. AM, well, I'm assuming probably AM. Temperature is pretty cold, if I recall. Yeah, minus 47°. It's very cold. I can't click. They give you a mouse, but you can't click on the buttons. Anyway, probably C. Yep, and he looks happy. Roger Wilco, getting here on the double. You've got a mess to clean up in the shuttle, which just returned. One of the passengers got space sick on the way down. Besides, you should have been done out there an hour ago. Get a move on. I can't clear this. Oh, there we go. With that, the image disappears. I still need to play Quest for Glory. I've been watching Jess, and I've been kind of watching P.S. Garrick play it. I know Jess just finished it up last night. Whoop. That's a hell of a door. You're supposed to wait to the airlock chamber. Oh, we gotta stand by for decontamination. Alright, now we're back in our spacesuit, which has definitely changed in appearance a little bit since last time. We have purple now. Also, now we have an order form. This is an order form you removed from a magazine for a free Labion Terror Beast mating whistle. It's ready to be mailed. Also, if you've never seen these before and you're going to stick around for the whole series, just keep in the back of your mind the free mating whistle. It's free. Keep that in mind. Not here, but later. Dialect translator is a small device. It is on. So that must be the translate. Yep, it's from the last episode, looks like. Of course, we have a locker because this is actually Police Quest. You bravely peer into the locker to find a Cubics Rube puzzle and your athletic supporter. Then we close our locker. Probably don't actually. No, we kind of have to. Okay. You know, so no one can steal the nothing that's now in our locker. You're in the transportation control room of the orbital station. The room is abuzz with activity as technicians monitor XOS-4 operations. A pneumatic transport tube is accessible from the walkway above. Nope. About time you got in here, Roger Wilco. Head for the shuttle bay on the double. I'm warning you, you're on your last leg around here, bud. One more screw up in your history. He then orders the transportation officer to send you directly to the shuttle bay and nowhere else until the job has been completed. So nope, you don't get to do any fun exploration of the ship. You go to the one place you're allowed to go. That's probably all they made. Also, what's with the dude who looks like a skull? What's his story? I mean, this dude just looks exasperated. What's his story? Well, anyway, we're off. You are in the orbital station shuttle bay. A shuttle, fresh from a passenger drop-off on Xenon, is refueling for its next trip. A pneumatic transport tube is accessible from the walkway. A refueler replenishes the shuttle supply. And yeah, much like one, there's not going to be a lot of music. It's still super early. You enter the shuttle and start sifting around for the mess you must clean. You're surprised to find that the shuttle is not empty. There are two extremely ugly suckers waiting here for you. Hey, what the? Your favorite expletive here. Ow, thwack, bink, thud. Your protest is cut short as two interstellar ruffians proceed to thump you unconscious. Everything fades. Time passes. More time passes. A strange dream turns into the realization that you're being shaken and talked to by a voice unfamiliar to you. A dull ache triggers something, damn it. Upon awakening from your forced rest, it becomes quite apparent that you aren't in Kansas, a Xenon anymore. You find that you're being held upright and under physical restraint. Sorry, I'm not controlling that. Trying to choke free, notice your hands are tied behind your back. As the eyes out in the focus, you make an oddly disfigured being set before you. A sagging mass of flesh that appeared to have been human at one time, tubes and wires extend from his body leading into machines which should keep him alive. Suddenly his visage stirs and he begins to speak. Oh, this one I can advance on my own. The other ones were going on their own, unfortunately. Well, well, did we have a nice nap? I thought we would have to resort to drastic measures to wake you. Oh well. Curris, welcome. Welcome to my humble fortress, Roger Wilco. My name's Vohaul. Sludge Vohaul. I was the genius behind the star generator when I was still in the concept stages. So Slash became Sludge? It would be my ultimate war weapon until some sissy pants scientist decided it would be better used saving lives rather than destroying them. What a waste of technology. Excuse me if I sound bitter. Anyway, you ruined my Sarian operation. I was going to use the star generator to make Xenon pay for what they did to me. They're going to know my wrath in a big way. You somehow managed to change all that. Oh, I suppose I should have known better than to use those mental midget Sarians. That's not the point, however. You were responsible, and you shall pay. Besides, I have another plan, and you'll not be around to foil it. It's the stupidest plan, but we'll get there. I have devised a plan so horrible, so frightening, so diabolical, that no one will be able to stop me. Observe my latest creation. Yeah, he only looks 90% like Darth Vader after he took his helmet off. And only 70% like Billy Joel, with a harmonica in front of his mouth. This is so stupid. I intend to infest your planet with thousands of these genetically engineered door-to-door life insurance salesmen. I would at last reap sweet revenge from the scientific community that mocked me. I still don't understand this. My plan was to kill you, but I've had a change of heart. Haha. Get it? He peers out, the hoses protruding from his chest and connected to a life support system. Forgive me, I'm a kidder. Right, yeah, he could afford the complete Vader life support suit, so he just has a life support chair with computer. Decided I would get much more enjoyment watching you suffer. My associates will escort you to the surface of Labion, where you'll perform many painful hours of manual labor in my mines. Be seeing you. The injection renders you unconscious. Your drugged carcass is loaded onto a shuttle. Upon reviving, you look through the viewing port to see Vohal's massive asteroid fortress getting smaller. After touching down on a giant landing platform, you are ushered to a hovercraft waiting to transport you to the mining site. Utter despair sets in. For what it's worth, this is version 2.0F, released in January of 1989. So, 42 years old at this point. 32 years old. $32. Losing track. Uh-oh. Not great. Suppose we're out of fuel. Way to go, Gorf Breath. Don't blame me. It was your turn to fill up. You're always forgetting to do it. Wait till the master finds out. You're in big trouble. Hey, don't talk to me that way, you slime bucket. I filled it last time, Dip. The argument between the two guards is cut short as gravity reasserts itself. Such a cartoony beginning. Good thing that guard broke your fall. You doesn't look too happy about it, though. Let's get our first save in here. You search the grotesque body and find a small thin magnetic card. Looks like a key card. You seem to recall seeing one somewhere in the past. Well, you should probably get that. Oh. That doesn't seem to be in your sight right now. Oh, F4 can do the inventory too. F3. Beeping is really annoying. Everything inside is twisted and bent. You do notice a button with a flashing light next to it. It seems to be emitting a high-pitched beep. Stop. You press the button. The light goes dark. You no longer hear the high-pitched beep. Alright, well. I got that junk out of the way. Chili let's go up to fast. Oh, they look friendly. Aside from their enormous size, they appear to be your average garden variety mushrooms. Pick one. Nope. Yeah, guard decides it's spontaneous to take a nap. Holy jeez, boy. That mushroom thing sucked your clean up. You can't move a muscle nor see a speck of light. Begin feeling waves of tingling, warmth, and moisture. Suddenly, it's not so bad in here. Whoa, check out the colors, dude. Your body and mind enjoy the short-lived buzz that is a side effect of the lethal poison you now marinate in. You're oblivious to the end. Not a bad way to go, actually. But it sure is early in the game. I had high hopes for you. They said who? Roger Wilco? Not a chance. That chump won't last 20 minutes. I said, no way, Roger Wilco isn't that lame. So anyway, don't make me look stupid, too. It has been a pleasure watching you play Space Quest 2. So we can... you know what? It is weird to see the words autosave. It is weird to see the words autosave on this. Also, let's put it back to fast. Oh yeah, Space Quest 1 was a little serious. Suddenly, to the east you hear a twang, followed by a high-pitched shriek. Nope, I think I was... I feel like I can't go through this without getting east and west confused once. I'll do it every time. Oh, seem to have kicked one of these strange little spores. Uh-oh. That looks bad. Your cake caused some spores to open and spray a fine powder into the air. As a result, you are paralyzed from head to toe, unable to move a single muscle. Due to paralysis, you are only capable of displacing air. I told you to do that. Nope. That actually pulls up help. Thank you. Okay. I assume we snap out of this eventually, but we'll just restore. You take possession of one of the spores, being careful not to mistakenly break it open. It's a temporary thing, okay. Yeah. And probably less time than when we use them. 7, because my numlock was on. Here we are. But here's a fun, annoying puzzle. Let's see what happens when you lose. Good. You succeeded in establishing contact with one of this planet's life forms, and it looks like you'll get to examine it up close and personal. The giant root-looking thing is giving you a guided tour of its digestive system. What you experience next is too horrible to describe. Let's just say that you die as a result. You are dead. Trust me. It may please you to know that, during the night, you didn't digest well. For a while, gastric distress made it extremely unpopular with the other root monsters. Another senseless tragedy. You can help prevent this. Vote yes on lobotomies for adventure game designers. Like you're like you're supposed to. Alright. So, I may be wrong, but I think this might be the closest we get to a maze in this game. I could be wrong on that. but it's still a maze. Did they change this slightly for the remake that got made? I think this was slightly different. Yeah, precision movement puzzle. Something you could call any any King's Quest game with stairs. Remake changes the puzzle. If you go through the root monster, it'll kill you. You can kill it with a new puzzle and not have to walk through the roots. Got it. I played that, but so long ago. Okay. I do this for fun. I'm gonna try it once. Nope. Nope. I'm sure I could get there with practice if I was actually gonna do like the Space Quest Olympics, but didn't happen this time. Also, I don't entirely know what's in the Space Quest Olympics. Speedrun Quest 2. I'm sure people do speedrun this. I was talking about on a Tuesday. I did Space Quest 1. I wonder if I wonder if there's a way around the dang it. I was so close. Like one wrong step. I wonder if there's a way around the slot machine. Yep. Just because it seems like it could potentially be a speedrun killer. Unless there's a good way around it without getting into weird like debug stuff. Darn it. This is why I didn't do this on Space Quest 1 day. I thought about doing both, but I was like, this one might take longer. It's convenient that the root monster leaves us a doorway we can walk through. At least I'm gonna try and do this without, you know, ah, dang it. I might have to. I was gonna say without having to like. Nope. Why is it harder on the way back? Probably because I have to be looking at the much lighter parts, where on the way over was mostly the shadows, which are a little easier to see against the green background because 16 colors. They're really, at least in this one, they're really not using dithering at all. So it's very much just big blocky chunks of the same color. Um, yeah, especially where the root is very thin. Come on. Especially where the root is very thin. There's some spots like here, especially. It's kind of hard to see. You can see the shadow, but not the light. I feel like I didn't play this one a ton as a kid. Like I'd have to, like I kind of remember, like I remember one. I remember three really well. Like I can, like I'm sitting here with the walkthrough. I'm probably for three just gonna double check the points list and like last time just do it from memory because that is one I don't need a walkthrough for. I played it so many times as a kid, as an adult. I have a stream of it from last time. I'm gonna try to get through it in one shot. It's not gonna be obviously we're at like fifth time now, but also last night I watched Someone I can't remember the YouTuber's name. I've forgotten it, but someone who does like Sierra's. I think at least at one point used to do Sierra speed runs, and so he has videos on like the history of like King's Quest and King's Quest 5 speed runs. All right, there we go. There we go. We're free. We're also free to put it back on fast. I watched his video on Stair Quest. I never seen like I've heard people talk about it. I'd never seen Stair Quest before that. And it's all for nothing because I walked too far. Uh-oh, actually. Oh, I might have. This whole save might actually be broken now. Yep, it is. Cool. Where's the autosave? It's here. Well, I accidentally broke the save. Because I saw the creature before and I didn't untie him before, so I can't go back. Yep. It's okay, it happens. It just means I'm going to speed through this without reading anything. Oh no, yeah. Damn it, walking syndrome. I don't think I have to do these things, but do it real quick. The Human puzzles made you look stupid more than usual. With your athletics border without close inspection, you notice it to be well used. Can I leave without closing on locker? I totally can, okay. I can't type. Not even a point thing. Just a politeness thing. Oh yeah, I can't imagine trying to watch like King's Quest 1 speedrun without knowing the story. That speedrun's what, 2.5 minutes at this point? 1.5 minutes? It's something completely ridiculous. Also, I like that we've hit a point in there it is. I was like, I see a death here. Ah, he fell to the bottom of a concealed pit. You might have survived the fall had you not come in contact with the several 30-centimeter long spikes planted vertically at the bottom of the pit. I knew he'd missed a death. Okay. Oh, I can't go that way. King's Quest series speedrunner in downturns of one game that work on another. Yeah, I keep meaning to watch that and I keep forgetting. Chuck Rody's simultaneous speedrun. Oh, well. Recently made a category called Alex Quest where they play King's Quest 6, where you have to just sit and wait in the middle of King's Quest 3. Yeah, because you can get everything you need and get into the boat, and I think there's a place where you can hide from the wizard, but then you have to sit for like 15 minutes for them to take it off, and even then you're still waiting until the boat even gets to where it needs to go, so I kind of wish we had the timer now. I know it doesn't affect as much, but I kind of wish we had the timer. It's figured we're here, I might as well look and chat. See how long it takes for us to get up on fastest. Oh, there we go. Fortunately, the paralysis wears off. We seem back to normal. There we go. You got a spore. I almost literally walked into it. Oh, we have 99 save files. How the hell does Trolls do this? Does he do this on fastest? Anyway, nope. We're back here. I'll put it back to normal if I can't do this, but alright. Yeah, to normal. We'll save it. On a hopefully less broken hopefully not dead broken save file now, so I don't have to do this again. Yay for Sierra Dead Man Walking Syndrome, if he didn't figure it out. Anyone who's watching who doesn't already know. That would, I think, pretty sure that would have killed me later on if I hadn't saved the creature, because they wouldn't know to trust me. They wouldn't know that I'm a good dude. They wouldn't know I'm the hero of the story. So we weren't dead now. We were dead way later, and we had no saves left to go back to. So speaking of, I wonder which version of King's Quest 4 Trolls is playing today. I also do not envy him if he's going to do the NES version of King's Quest 5. I know he skipped the Master System version of King's Quest 1. There's a tiny part of me that wants to get that ROM and put it. Dang it! I might just save scum this because y'all have seen it. Also, these roots don't look very big. I don't know why I can't just, I don't know, step over. This is a save scum puzzle? Yeah, I mean, I got it. I got through it first time the first time. The first time I did it, I just, for some reason now, can't get by this one, this one corner. Nope. I tried. But, like, it seems like something I should be able to just jump over. Because it only seems to react if I make contact. You know, applying the real world physics to a stupid video game puzzle. Also, I'm going to argue, even for just Space Quest, the worst part might be the transcoder puzzle. You can kind of solve it with logic, but the fact that it's like, this is this neat puzzle. Oh, whoops, we screwed up. We need to put it in the manual because we forgot to, ran out of time to put it in the game. But this is definitely the worst part of this game, for sure. What's the worst part of every game for Sierra? uh, I said that, now I'm thinking about it, and it's like, well, I don't know what the worst part of the first game would be. Maybe the clouds and waiting for the giant to go to sleep. You know, for the 100%ers. Oh, Space was one of the worst parts of slots. Honestly, Uh, the skimmer is not that bad. It's bad. It's not great, but it's not the same as like um. Is it me? At least on this monitor, there's a weird ghosting effect behind behind Roger. It's not that bad because at least you can get hit like 5 times um before it kills you. I was assuming he's a man. Before disappearing through a tiny hole in the brush, the little creature gives you a long glance. Oh, the big rocks are instant death? Could be. I only really hit those little ones. But, in preparation for a thing... Or besides that baby to help you. Yeah, in preparation for a thing for tomorrow, for, Space Quest 3, I did the Leisure Suit Larry 3, drop the order form into the box. I did the fucking log section from Leisure Suit Larry 3 so much worse. Mailbox hums and buzzes for a while, then an object of some sort drops into the tray at the base of the box. The machine goes silent. Mailbox looks difficult for a mailbox. There's a slot, a tray, and a sign. Okay. Whistle is usual looking. You never played enough. Oh, I mean, part of it is also there are a few copy protections in there. Again, I'm not. That's not what I'm going to play on here just because of the content. I just want to show the ending off for reasons that will be very apparent if I've already said them, but in that one, like two. Nope. Ooh, that was a tense moment. Vohaul slug failed to spot you and is off to search elsewhere. Parents are like, quite religious. Usually, was not allowed anywhere near our house. Did play them on Apendonia. Yeah, I played them as a kid, but we didn't have the manual because it was one of those. My uncle would buy these games and then give them to my grandfather, and that's how I played them because that uncle was a state away. So we didn't have the manual for Larry 3, so I didn't get to play beyond it very far. Oh, maybe the other East is up top. Yeah, when you try to get into the show in the casino, that you need the manual for. You need to get into the locker in the gym. That's also in the manual. And then there's an entire... You want a 1-2 combo for Sierra. There's a maze at the end of the game, and that's also copy protection. Yuck. Should be fine, right? I'm sure that's nothing. Much for lure is best for no or minimal copy protection. I love that some of them... You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and pull you beneath the surface. You struggle in vain to free yourself. Unfortunately, your desire to breathe results in the intake of a large quantity of swamp water. If the lack of oxygen hadn't killed you, the taste of the putrid water would have. You're dead. Better luck next time, Roger Wilco. Okay, so... Strange red berries pack a very pungent aroma. So we saw one of the little guys rubbing himself down with the berries. We're going to do the same. I know there was one of them, I want to say... I know there's at least one of them that just has none, because it was like, no one can copy a CD. It was a CD release, and it's like, no one can copy this, so we don't need the copy protection. Like, if you only knew. You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and, almost as suddenly, spit you back out. You distinctly hear the sounds of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you have a bad aftertaste from the berries. You steps into a deeper area of the swamp. You're forced to swim. Oh, the Dreamcast had, like, none. Oh, whoop. Okay. Maybe dive just worked. Apparently, I was supposed to type hold breath, according to the, Nope, I forgot to hold my breath. Alright, you can't go on. You do not have enough oxygen in your lungs. You panic. The need for oxygen causes you to become irrational. Your desire for air causes you to inhale large quantities of water, which results in suffocation. And I'm dead again. Alright. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs to near bursting, and head for the depths below. Okay. Better this time. Yeah, the Dreamcast is pretty infamous for having literally zero. Okay. I was stuck, I guess. Just like in regular video games, water sequences are terrible. Gem, there we go. You take the glowing gem. Once again, you wisely take in a load of air before you dive into the depths below. Or something like that. Probably read it wrong because I cleared it. Also, remember from Space Quest 3 from when I played it back in September, this is that gem that we had before. Okay. I'm trying to think of what other games didn't have much. Any version of King's Quest 5 I've played didn't, but it feels like maybe some did when I was watching the speedrun thing. You're in a lightly forested area. A large fissure nearby seems to lead straight down. This tree is dead. The bark must have fallen off years ago. It bears no foliage. Well, I bet we could climb up there and jump across. I wonder... I mean, the most obvious one. We're just gonna fall in. You smoothly step off the edge of the fissure. Gravity heads its way with you, and you are sucked to the depths of the fissure at a very high rate of speed. Needless to say, you hit the bottom and immortal remains are redimensioned to the point of where life is no longer an option, when you never learn. If you're playing, you've been very entertaining. This game isn't a no jumping zone. Alright, fine. Maybe we can jump across the tree. This tree is dead and seems to be free of the slick secretion some of the others generate. You begin to shimmy your way up the snag. Crack. Oof. Only logjams, Batman. You almost ate the big one. Gonna shimmy across. Sure, can't be a problem here, right? Oh. Yikes, you've been snared. Suspended above the ground, you are unable to move freely. Alright now. Alright now. After a while, the cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under the strain. You pass out. Once again, time passes. I feel like this would be good. I know, and then some more time pass. It'd be fun if while unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams. Is this the plug? This I have to advance on my own. All those time passes, I think, would be good for the BRB screen, like for Decap Jedi for Jess. Or just as I'll be right back, it was just like time passes, more time passes, even more time passes. It's like cycle those every 30 seconds. Yeah, it's the plug. These early games always have a plug. You imagine that your name is Larry. You're wearing something known as a leisure suit, apparently made of 100% synthetic materials, and proven to generate large amounts of static electricity. While prowling a locale known as the Land of the Lounge Lizards, you spend your time badgering women of the area to participate in bizarre mating rituals such as. Just then, consciousness begins to creep in. Oh, thank goodness, we're not going to continue talking about that. Your head begins to clear, and you realize that you have been imprisoned. But once again, we've been knocked unconscious. Your captor appears to be that large oaf sitting near the fire. Hunter seems to ignore you. The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. Its face, though strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see on a freak show patron. He moves closer. I mean, they're great additions to the game, but like, it's in King's Quest 2. I think it's King's Quest 2, where you look into a hole, it literally just plays a Space Quest trailer. There's a note in King's Quest 4 that you read it. Every time you read it, it's uh, a different plug for a different Sierra game. Like, upon impact with the ground, the spore opens and spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground paralyzed. You search the large, not to mention uncleansed, body of the hunter. You find a key which might unlock the cage. Other than that, you find only a few assorted parasites clinging to him. Reach through the bars and take possession of the key. Okay. You slip the key into the lock and give it a turn. The lock snaps open. Open the cage door. And then I need his rope. I need to get the hell out of here before he wakes up, actually. While we're here. Nice guy you are. Bother now? No, you can't take the fire. What are you doing? It really doesn't like trying to do. I'm just trying to sit down. Enjoy myself. The hunter alone can on with the adventure. I'm pretty sure he wakes up if I. Oh, hello, flickering ring light. Flickering bad. Sorry if that was flashing on your screen. I kind of thought maybe it's the same thing, where it's just going to take a super long time because of the spores. That's far as you know what he's doing now. You're in a well-hidden clearing and surrounded on three sides by large smooth rock formations with brush to the north, caged below one of the formations. In the center, a campfire burns. One has to wonder about the purpose of a fire during a warm day such as this. A large beast is lying on the ground. Also, I'm just seeing if it'll wake him up. I feel like he does wake up eventually, but man, it's taking a long time. Oh. It's one of those that's equally fun to, maybe. I can only close it again from the inside. And also, I'm definitely on top of it. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, because he's definitely not waking up. Okay. Safety. There we go. Oh, Hunter's just gone. Alright. Hunter's gone, he put out his fire. He's mad. Also, a couple things that were just popped up in chat. You can see the bar over here. I am raising money for Extra Life. I'm raising money for the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Portland, Maine. I have a couple of incentives that I've... Alright. Oh, I can just keep going. If I can make it to $200, and this is any time in the whole year. This fundraiser over here goes all year long. Put it in chat again because it's timers. Uh, if I get to $200, I'll play the Dig on stream. I don't think it's very good. Yeah, it's a LucasArts adventure, but I think the puzzle design is not great, and the story doesn't end great in my opinion. So, it's one of the closest I have to bad game without the big bad game at 500. I might come up with another bad game at 1,000, but we'll see. If I can hit that goal over there, I'm going to point wrong every time. If I can hit that $500 goal, we're going to. I've played it once on stream, but it wasn't on this channel. It was over on G1 Game Days. If I can get to $500, I will play Codename Iceman again. I struggled so hard in that damn game with. I was just talking about this in Codename Iceman the Ride, or Discord. I had the manual, I had the hint book, I had a walkthrough. It still took me like 5 hours. Okay. What? Oh, do I have to type swing? I have to type swing. This is kind of a silly puzzle. We're getting close, so I'm gonna save it here. I think he can get me, but I can't recall. If I take too long, I think he can grab me. Oh yeah, it took a few times. He who hesitates is lost. You gave that guy one chance too many, and he sees the opportunity. Not to mention you. You're consumed down in 2 quick bites. No, that's a tragedy. Alright. I think once he starts actually making a grab at me, that's when I'm safe. So I wonder... Your timing causes you to jump when the rope is at its least helpful point. Gravity beckons. Ah, okay. I was trying to jump back at him. No. You're in a sheer-sided gorge suspended on a rope between two rock faces. There is a mammoth member of there is a mammoth member of the local fauna to the right. It looks to be in constant need of nourishment, hence the look being cast to you. I don't think that was correct English. There we go. You're standing in a yeah, okay. But now I am standing on a small ledge. Oh, we're making pretty good progress on this. It's been an hour. So maybe There we go. You take out the gem and hold it in your palm. The room is illuminated by its glow. You hear a small shriek and the sound of many footsteps moving away from you. They've beaten me up if I hadn't done that. So apparently I can't get by this rock. Hello? Where's the pixel that I can get through? Oh, it's above? That doesn't look like there's a place I can go above. Whatever. Yeah, so the dig is okay. It's a neat story. Whoop. Ground below your feet disappears. You tumble through the darkness. I don't like the puzzles. I don't like the door puzzles that you have to keep solving. I don't like there's just a lot to not like about it, in my opinion. That was a regular the that was a rather spectacular entrance. All systems seem to be intact though. The dwellers mumble something. The translator's response with "Follow us, Beanpole." They hurry away. Yeah, I played really hard until those alien interface puzzles. You're right. You're at the bottom of the steep gorge, almost totally surrounded by impassable rock. There is an opening to the southeast. The walls extend up a great distance. I can't get a pop. Hey, there's a $10 anonymous donation to Extra Life. Thank you. Thank you, Anonymous. And now when I go to a different screen, it's not going to be a completely empty bar. Want to see it real quick? Hey, it looks a little better. We're getting there. There's $10 anonymous to Extra Life. Thank you so much. Getting our get the donation drive going. Like I said, that donation drive goes all year though. Welcome to our canyon. You look to be from out of town. I'd be willing to bet um if this was voiced, if this was fully voiced, this would be a staffer voicing this, and it would have pitched it up about 5 octaves to to make it sound like a small creature. It would be Cedric before Cedric. No, it would be the mouse. It would be like the mouse or the ants or the bees from from King's Plus 5. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of, like that horrible pitching up that they did for the audio for like the mice and stuff. Anyway though. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you for saving our compadre from the hunters. You are welcome to stay in the canyon as long as you like. When you are ready to leave, simply say the word and my assistants will show you the only way out for a being of your size. When you leave, however, we must seal the exit behind you for our own protection. Goodbye and good luck. I can't, like, get a pebble anywhere. Oh, that's later. Okay, never mind. Nothing else we need here, so we literally say the word. Oh. Also, apparently this has auto climb. Ah, better. Not a great deal better, but better. Even this is not like maze-like. What's to the west, I wonder? Anything? Really nothing. Okay. I think that was a problem Trolls had in King's Quest 2, was that it had auto climb, but it never told you really, or that was 3. I never really told you or signposted that it had auto climb. So he'd go to yeah, this is kind of a maze, actually. This qualifies. But it never told you that you could auto climb, so he was just typing climb a million times and just nothing worked. Is it a dead end? It's a dead end. Yeah, okay, so this is a maze. Fair enough. Not a terribly interesting maze, but a maze. This is the real maze. You're right. I honestly had forgotten about this part. Is it timed? Oh, I guess the gem could go out. Dang it. Pretty sure I just went in a circle. Oh, Macho might find and eat me. Got it. It's been so long since I've played this one. There we go. Okay. That's helpful. Pretty sure I saved before this, so. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nope. I doubt this makes any sense, but nope. Okay. Okay. Nope, that's a dead end. Yep, there's a creature. Oh my, now you know why they want to close a hole behind you. You become the unwilling victim of the dreaded cave squid. Tough luck. Okay, I did save before that. Alright, we'll try this again. It doesn't really give me instructions. It just says go down and east. By the way, sorry, this is not super visually interesting. This is literally the only information it's given me. I'm seeing what you're seeing. You gotta love fuck you took too long puzzles. Just the punishment is just you took too long. Fuck you. Just gonna kill you for it. Had to kill you for taking too long. Solve our puzzle of, you know, solve a maze. Also, I gotta remember to save out, save this out from um, for the collection. I do have a collection going. I need to make this is the way I came. I need to make a collection actually or I have a collection going. Here's the brain working again. I have a collection going in Twitch of all of my Sierra playthroughs. I guess technically it'll mean we'll have Space Quest on there twice, but um, but if you ever want to go back and watch them, I do have a collection going. So, here's where the squid got me last time. Oh, I can't go anywhere there. I'm gonna have to draw a map. We have to go real old school with this. Oh, here we go. This might lead to somewhere. Hey, we made it. You have an opportunity to stand and spare your tender knees. The crystal clear water gives off a gentle glow. In abundance, it is able to light the room. You take the glowing gem from between your aching jaws. You notice it is overly moist as you slip it into your pocket. I've been drooling all over that, apparently. Or what's down the left tunnel? It's just a waterfall. Okay. I have no control. No, also I... Ah! I hit like 3 times apparently. Splat. After carrying off a pair of rock outcroppings, you find a final resting place at the base of the falls. Another sense of strategy. So, let's go right. Is this the only other option? Left was clearly wrong. Yeah, actually, well, kind of. We solve all the stuff on the ship. As you enter another... Yeah, it's just a 50-50 chance that you got it right or wrong. Good thing you can save. As you enter another of the mysterious subterranean chambers, you realize that the water is now racing towards a giant whirlpool in the middle of the area. You are caught in the strong current, powerless to alter your course. I don't understand well. Your body is sucked down until finally you are able to resist no more and must yield to the overwhelming force. We are vomited out by this weird statue. Geez, that was quite a trip. Peering around, you find yourself back out in the open again. You're in a pool. It is fed by a waterfall which spews from a strange rock face. An actual face, an ugly one at that, is carved into the rock. It must be hundreds of years old. You are in a little clearing, which is surrounded by large boulders and impenetrable brush. There is water, in which you entered, at the bottom left. You can just see a landing platform in the distance. The rocks in this region are all gray and fairly rounded. There appears to be nothing of interest about them. It would be helpful. So we can sit here and fumble, or, obviously we can just use the dang walkthrough. Give the whistle a toot. It makes an odd sound. It's funny how many sci-fi stories turn to exploration of long-dead civilizations. Suddenly, a Labion terror beast buzzes into the room, like a tornado, and he looks like he could do as much damage as one. And he comes straight for you if you get on screen, if you get out of the water. So, yeah, the supporter, the whistle, translator, the puzzle, gem, the key, and the key card. Not currently one of your options. Oh, he got us. Well, ain't that a hoot? That guy reduced you to a multicolored bound of coleslaw-like matter, rather than a Murphco slice-o-matic. You are dead, however. Use everything until one is a magic progress item? Oh, yeah. Way to go, Wingnut. You've demonstrated your inability to sustain life. You quickly glance around the room to see if anyone saw you blow it. No one saw me die there, right? I don't know how you're supposed to know this, but apparently what he needs more than anything is mental stimulation. You just need to confuse him. You chuck the Cubics root puzzle over to the beast. The beast appears interested in your offering. Curiosity gets the better of him as he reaches down for it. He seems quite perplexed by the puzzling plastic polyhedron. Pick up a small rock generated during the Terror Beast's grand entrance. You have a random item to start the puzzle, another item to move on to sneak by. Yeah. I just don't know which one of these is worth more points. Zero help puzzles. So slinging the rock of the guard is actually that's worth 20. So I'm assuming it's probably not 25 to to not do this. Until near the center. Enough it matters. Cleverly use the athletic supporter to sling the rock at the guard and make serious contact with the side of his head. I like the way you think. He drops like a lead parakeet. Yet the ripe thud of impact is momentarily sickening. He is perfectly still. You find nothing. Okay. Say what? Now it won't let me. We have that. Actually, let's look at the door first. Elevator is nothing spectacular to look at. On the left side is a thin slot. Let's use our key card. Slide the key card into the slot, then remove it. Hey, whoop. There's the elevator. Actually, before the elevator closed behind us, the platform which we rest begins to rise. So it was pushing me up already. Oh, can we not? Oh, we can. After surviving to this point, you are still prone to acts typically of the mentally absent. Yeah, oh, you can always walk off. You know how disappointed I was when I was playing King's Quest 2015 and you can't actually? You're inside a shuttle cockpit. There is an instrument panel before you. Between your legs is a throttle. You can see the local treetops. Everything looks automatic. The panel is loaded with clusters of system status indicators. There's a power button, an attitude dial, and a descent thruster button. It's not here, but yeah. The last one had a do not push button, and it crashed you into the moat of Castle Daventry. Okay. Okay, that was not a dial. That was a button. Attitude dial is now set for VAC. Oh, it takes you to conquest of the longbow? Nice. Shoulder begins to vibrate as the ascent thrusters ignite, rather. And then forward descend, back ascends. Alright, fine. We're just rating straight up. You're off the planet. Good work, Roger Wilco. Tone sounds. It's synthesized voice notes that you have adequate attitude has been achieved. Ascent thrusters are now ineffective. The monitor draws your attention again. Oh, and suddenly we're in space after looking at the monitor. Attitude is now HAC. So let's go. This is not bad. I like the space flight a little better in 3. Yeah, right now we're finally doing space questing. Apparently we can't move side to side. We can only go forward and back. The screens are suddenly splashed with the incredibly horrible image of Sludge Vohaul, who has gone from blue to actual skin tone, apparently. Hello, Roger Wilco. I've been waiting for you. Once again, my subordinates have failed me. Anyway, it looks like you'll be visiting me again soon. Don't bother trying to pilot the vehicle. I've taken control. You'll be arriving at my command post shortly. I anxiously await your arrival. He closes with a chilling laugh. I think it's just the lights in his evil lair. It might just be the lights off of all of his computers that's made him blue. His image is frozen on the screens. The ship changes course as if it has a life of its own. All you can do is hang on. Yeah, evil lair blue lights, pretty much. Oh, help. I don't want to go. I think I can sit here and flail ineffectively at the joystick. Well, you feel the ship bank. Vohaul stated nothing works. No, go back. Go back. Come on, go back. Through the window, you see your apparent destination, Vohaul's asteroid. I like that you can still control the joystick even though it doesn't do anything. It does a nice job of playing up the helplessness of the situation. I can actually just go, ah! Yeah, except for his emotionless face. Massive bay doors meet, jarring the entire vehicle bay. As you step down, the shuttle door slams shut behind you. You are quite surprised to find several of Vohaul's guards waiting to greet you. You begin to ponder what the twisted scientist, or you're surprised not to find several of Vohaul's guards waiting to greet you. You begin to wonder what this twisted scientist might have in store for you. And of course, the short stop to the end of the game for you. You're no Buddy Epson. Anyway, not. Of course, we have to walk off again. One more time. I'm glad no one saw that. The digital readout shows number 1. The trick here is to push the number of the floor other than this one. Otherwise, it's no fun. You have the funny feeling you're being watched. Except for some small windows, this area is much like all the other interior sections of the asteroid. Okay, there's probably not going to be a lot of interesting conversations here. Wow, I can't type again. It's super empty, right? Aha! You know a janitorial closet when you smell one. Almost at once you sense an emptiness, a melancholy longing. You begin to feel homesick. Quite dark in here. You do find a plunger, however. Good jokes here. The exploration adventure parts are boring. Yeah. We can even bring it up to fastest. That was the next level, but that's fine. Quite dark in here. You Flurry notice a glass cutter. Right, now we have a glass cutter. Why? No one else has. It would probably be risky to attempt without a flotation device handy. You slide your uniform pants down and head onto the cool ring. You go through whatever motions might be normal for you during this act. Refreshed, you grab your pants and compose yourself. No. It was like, no, don't bother. Faucets aren't operational. Vohaul didn't seem big on personal hygiene, which seems weird for a, you know, scientist. Go away. They're all gonna say it? Okay, fine. Wow, I really can't type. Oh, the bathroom is the same. Literally, it's just, here's two doors. Open the one you feel like. Who cares? I noticed I had gone in the women's room, and it's like, wait. Hey, wake up. There is no button to line 5. So, oh. You look friendly. Ouch, you feel alarmingly dense. Apparently, you're a prime focal point for some aggression channeling by one of the caged creatures. Your compressed composition indicates that your attacker possesses considerable strength, a good guide to avoid in the future. Yeah, bonked, exactly. Of course, you were damaged beyond repair, and the game must end. You made quite a bit of progress, though. Don't start screwing up now. Bonk. Quite dark in here. There's a small wastebasket. On the floor next to it is a pair of crusty work overalls. Are you amazed by how much stuff an adventure game hero can carry? You've just got to know how to pack. You pick up the overalls. They are very small and quite worn out, not to mention filthy. Yeah, you need those ladder-sized pockets. Not to mention filthy and of no use to you. Sorry. You toss them back on the floor. As you set them down, something falls to the floor. You need some filthy overalls and a lighter. Okay, yeah, there's still no use to me. They're saying clear of Albanco here. Oh no, one of the cells is opening. Who knows what unspeakable horror waits behind those steel bars? I'm sure this is fine. Oh, yuck. The dark and spiny beast with the massive red lips grabs you up and, after a longing glance, proceeds. Don't read further if the phrase French kiss bothers you. I plant a very moist French kiss on you. You are left quite stunned. Okay, well, I'm sure that's fine. Also, here's another Bonko. Yeah. By the way, this is also Dead Man Walking. Want to see if it takes a long time or... Oh. That wasn't the way I was expecting that to go. Have the lighter? I do. I'll wait back to the lighter. Okay. Okay, I'll make sure to do this from here. I'm already on fastest. Dang it. Oh, a bit after defeating Vohaul? Ooh, that might be a while then. Let's face this hallway a couple times, and if nothing happens, then we'll just restore and ignore that. But I hope y'all are enjoying this this particular chapter. This is definitely a I mean, it seems like a Star Trek-y kind of thing, like, you know, stuck on an alien planet and then And then make your way back to fucking wrap up the story. Alright, one more lap, and then if it doesn't happen, then we'll just go back and I'll remember to restore, and then we'll go back. Happen on camera. Let them see it. Yeah, it might be timed. Or it might be, the flag isn't until after you've defeated Vohaul. I don't know. Yeah, it's not happening. Alright. Just, restore. Make sure that we avoid this time. Although if we just don't stop, we've got plenty of distance. Wait, what? Ooh. You only can go through walls, too. Also, the bonking guy decides not to mess with it for some reason. Okay. Ow. Well, actually, thinking about it, I don't even need to go this way. I've already gotten the things I need. Yeah, El Bonco doesn't help us at all. Okay. You didn't actually need to free it, but hey, anyone goes up on level 5, you're gonna find a friend. Yeah, if no one knows, spoiler, it does the alien thing. At least turn down to fast. At least now that we're around that. Door behind you closes solidly. You can have it ready. Barrier springs up before you. Another barrier stands in your way. Feel the floor shift below you. It's moving to the left. Yeah, the fact that this is actually a janitor thing is nice. Using formerly uncharacteristic creativity, you apply the suction cup-like plunger to the smooth metal finish and hang on for dear life. Once a janitor, always a janitor. Release your grip and drop back down. Okay. Oh, we've got, let's see. You're in an attractive tube-shaped region of the asteroid. Oh, and sprinklers. While receiving a nice hosing yourself, the basket fire is extinguished. A second later, a loud series of pops is followed by the smell of fried electronics. Sprinkler sense accomplishment and cease operation. So they're, yep. The fires and subsequent shower seems to have shortened out the burnished bullies. So these guys would have come after us if we hadn't done that. Oh, here we go. We're at the end of the game, essentially. So, yeah, I guess this isn't that much longer. They're about the same, but... Yeah, it's like a 2-hour journey each time. You've just entered Vohaul's secret chamber. The evil one himself is seated before a large console, high on the platform in the center of the room. Standing obliviously ready are many of the dreaded salesman clones. I still don't understand the salesman plan. Oh, he saws. So, Roger Wilco, we meet again. Yeah, his lights are very blue. That's probably why he had such a blue cast the first time. So, Roger Wilco, we meet again. I must say, I'm quite impressed with your resourcefulness and tenacity. I'd love to chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clones for their trip to Xenon. Feel free to stick around and observe the downfall of your civilization. Ha ha ha. Going somewhere? Ha ha. Zap. As soon as you step on the platform, you are struck by a beam of light emitted from a unit in the ceiling. In a matter of seconds, you are broken down into microparticles and extracted from the air. Again, the beam strikes, this time blasting into a glass jar on the console. It is there that you are molecularly reconstructed in a miniaturized form. Well, I'll be darned, my miniaturization beam does work. So we're just apparently the test bed for his mini beam. In the old days, I'd test these things on myself, but as you have noticed by my appearance, being my own guinea pig has had its disadvantages. I guess this will keep you out of my way once and for all. You'll make a nice conversation piece. Also, there's no apparent holes in this jar, so we're just going to die if we stay in here, I'm assuming. With that, Vohaul turns away to put finishing touches on Dinon's fate. But we have a glass cutter. Newly cut painted glass falls to the counter. Apparently, Vohaul doesn't notice. Writing he's never had a pet before. Yeah, screw out. Darn, Roger Wilco. I guess his largeness got a little fed up with your meddling. You've been redesigned once again, revealing a permanent overhead view. You resemble one of those wonderfully colorful mosaics commonly found on windshields. Alright, so that's not where we go. You're on the surface of a console. A large, compared to you, jar sits in the middle. A hole has been cut in the side. There are some vents near the back. There we go. You wiggle your slim carcass through the vent. Judging from those two hoses coming in from outside, you guess this is the inner workings of Vohaul's life support system. A respirator pumps oxygen into his lungs, while a pump on the back wall forces blood through filters. There's also a sign on the back wall. The button says, "Caution, press button for emergency shutoff." Way to go, Roger Wilco. You've just disconnected Vohaul's life support system. He's a goner without it. Why did leave work? You see Vohaul struggling to take his last few breaths. Not you again. You think you have won, but all you have done is to seal your own fate. He reaches up and flips a switch on the far end of the console before dropping to the floor, dead. Well, now we can... I don't understand when. Kill self. Reduce or enlarge. That's for here. Reduce sequence has begun. Yay! By already being in a miniaturized form and setting the beam to reduce, you are now too small to exist. That wasn't too swift on your part. Too bad. Thanks for playing. You've been very entertaining. Alright, so in a large sequence, that's probably going to make more sense. You are once again reconstituted, this time to the correct size. You notice that the clones are gone. Examination of his repulsively turgid fabric-encased mass reveals nothing other than the tubes which supplied him with blood and oxygen. You do notice the letters SHSR written in pen on the back of his left hand. Alright. General status: orbit decaying, prognosis terminal. General environment's okay. Internal tyrants critical. Ability operations, clone launch go. To abort launch, enter the code below. Abort granted. Yay! We can leave the screen, so the abort is done. Or the launch is done. Alright. Box is actually an oxygen mask receptacle. It's currently closed. Open the box, note an oxygen mask. Remove it. You open the box and, noticing an oxygen mask, remove it and close the box. I wonder if that's going to come in handy. I don't know why they give us an oxygen tube. Oh, uh-oh. Section of the glass tubing is fractured from combined stress. The pressurized atmosphere rushes for the relative vacuum of space. Due to the effect of the air rushing by you to get out of the hole, if the air in your lungs is sucked out, you find it impossible to get more. Hence you struggle, but die. You only had 230 points anyway, no big loss. Probably a good idea to wear the mask. Just a feeling I have. Section of the glass tubing is fractured from the combined stress. Pressurized atmosphere rushes for the relative vacuum of space. Fortunately, wearing the mask protects you from suffocation. No longer needing the mask, you remove it and stow it for later. Nope. Whoops. Hey, Sean. First of all, we'll get that death again in a second here. This came up quicker than I expected. Nope. Come on. There we go. Crack. But we lived. I'm doing alright. Just wrapping this game up. You came in at the end. You've survived the planet of... Shoot, what was the planet? Now I've forgotten. What's the planet? Arcada? No. Labion. We've survived Labion. So yeah, I'm standing right next to him. Any curiosity you may have harbored regarding the menacing metallic pests will now be satisfied as you've drawn too close. Your attention is attracted to a decal on the front of the machine. It says, the Vohaul Meromatic. This rouses your curiosity. Oh, you're taking out your Christmas tree? Labion, but yeah, basically. There's literally a point where you get a Labion Terror Beast mating whistle. So yeah, pretty much. Suddenly, again, this game was from the 80s. Suddenly you note that each and every bone in your body feels so it's been transformed into molten matter. Never slow to catch on, you notice that you're cooking from the inside out. Now this is a pain that lingers. Every drop of moisture is purged from your system by the intense heat of the internal barbecue. Your dehydrated composition makes it impossible to continue. Better luck next time, Roger Wilco. Yeah. Ah. How do I get by him? I don't think I can go east. That's probably... Nope, east's not going to help us. Nope. That's the way out. Never mind. What if I went the other way? I fall off the edge. Move, move, Thexlax. You know that artificial gravity can be equally effective as natural gravity. Due to the long fall and sudden stop, your body become a two-dimensional object. You're dead, of course. Flash froze and get melted all in one switch motion. Not quite. It was more just flash cooked. Okay, let's put it into slow. Slow as we can. We'll push button ready. The robot has apparently decided that it's permissible for you to be here since you're in the pod already. Upon entering the escape pod, upon entering the escape pod, you quickly enter your seat or take your seat. Warning: emergency escape vehicle launch sequence has begun. Nope, I was gonna try to buckle my seatbelt. That's not actually a thing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch time 0. Phew. You're gonna have to stop cutting these escapes so close, Roger Wilco. Well, you must feel pretty good right now. You stopped Vohaul from carrying out his threat of salesman infestation, ultimately destroying the twisted scientist himself. You also managed to save your own skin, and just look at that score. Pretty darn impressive. Suddenly, a warning signal draws your attention to the oxygen meter on the front panel. It reads low and dropping fast. This is just great. You just knew it was all you knew it was all too good to be true. You have maybe 5 minutes left of air left. Well, Roger Wilco, it was nice knowing you. Okay. Oh, I have to look first. Apparently I was standing. Now you take the time to view the interior of the pod in more detail. You see a sleep chamber against one wall. Ah, I can walk, okay. You turn back the plexiglass cover. You make the split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Yeah, it was for some reason he's gonna destroy. He's gonna destroy. He like the beings of Xenon by flooding them with door-to-door salesmen. It makes no sense. You make a split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Soon you are overcome by a pleasant drowsiness. This is certainly better than suffocating. You begin to drift away into a deep sleep with the satisfaction of having accomplished your task. You've come through in the clutch, and you deserve a nice long rest. Now, if someone would just pick you up somewhere along the way. So long, Roger Wilco, and thanks again for saving your people. And hey, that's a perfect score. The end for now. Arthur Miller, I prefer a view from the bridge. That shit is haunting. Thank you for the GGs. I don't know if we're having weird ad-lib issues, but the instruments don't even sound right for the theme. It just sounds weird. All right. So that's literally that's where we leave off. Like, if you haven't played Space Quest 3 before, that's literally how it picks up. Is last time you were here, you succeeded in defeating Sludge Vohaul, and now you're just in a pod in space. I need to change this now. Okay, that was weird. My my primary monitor went out for a moment. It just went black screen. Alright. So I think I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to jump over to some Fall Guys. Oh no, they're $20 blue light aviators from Amazon. They're not prescription. I don't actually have prescription for glasses. I've always seen pretty well. Really, it's just like the end of the night I'll start getting blurry, but I've never needed glasses. I just like the look of glasses on my face. I like glasses. And two, it's just eye strain, especially there's a light over here, monitor. There's a light up there. Then if I'm at if I'm in the living room, it's usually I've got the TV going, with usually with someone's stream or something, or if I'm watching a YouTube video or catching on BattleBots. But I've also got my laptop, so I screen too much. So it was definitely like, let's get some blue light glasses. And I originally had gotten there we go. This is the first pair I got, which I like the style of, but they're so small on my face. I just have a large head, and these definitely like compress a little more. They're not bad, and then unfortunately these ones are actually broken. Hey, thank you for the donation. I don't know why. It got here before the alert happened. There it is. Paul, thank you. We're up to $15. Bringing us closer to the dig, and eventually bringing us closer to Codename Iceman on this channel again. Yeah, Sean, I don't know if you're around for that one. But it's awful. I think it's the first time I've done, like, I'm going to do, pardon me, like, it's specifically awful games as an incentive. Oh, no problem. No problem. It might depend on what you're using to. I was thinking about cat eye glasses, but yeah, I understand. You have to authorize a little widget. Yeah, there used to be just an extra life widget, and then this year they decided to get rid of that one and switch to just doing it through Donor Drive. So it looks exactly the same, but it is a slightly different widget. Okay, I'm going to switch over to Fall Guys after this, but first thing I need to do is go to the bathroom, so I'm going to be right back.